Hello everybody and a warm welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the delay. Been in conversations with Nico and he sent a video to Mr. Zibo and been having a heck of a time. But I figured it out. It was, wrong one, a VRAM issue. So I had to lower my settings. So we're at 1080p. Not my usual 1440p. This is version 4.03.1 of the Zibo mod. There's no way to patch up to this. What you need to do is back up your old Zibo. I say move it out of your aircraft directory. Stick it somewhere, you know, where you like to keep files safe. And where you can get to it easily. Okay, and download 4.03.0, which is the full build, because there is no way to patch up. Do not patch up your previous, like, .3, you know, .39.2 or whatever. You will bugger the entire airplane up. I didn't do that, because whenever there's a new release, especially a full one like that, I always remove my old Zibo. But I'm just warning you in case you think you're going to just, well, I'll just download the full version and then I'll just overwrite. No, do not do it. The code is different in this. So do not do that. And once you've patched it up to 0.1 in the usual way, if not, get the install guide. You'll be able to get a link to that in the link that I'm going to have down below for you. Where you can download the Zibo as well, and then just copy over, you know, a few of the liveries that you like to use, copy over your X camera file if you use it, and you know, one of the things, we got these new buses. I love them. They're electric. They're absolutely awesome, and I love this livery, man. I've been wanting to fly this for a while. Where are we? We are currently in the Bay of Bengal region in the port city of Chenai in India. And we are Air India Express. This is their old livery. I like this way better than their new one, I can tell you that much. And where are we going to be going? A place I have not flown to on the channel before. I don't even know if I've ever flown there before in my life. We're going to Raniki International Airport in Colombo on the beautiful island of Sri Lanka. Auto Ortho is in use, SimHeaven's in use, Active Sky is in use, we got the Zibo mod, and I will bring you back when we're all getting ready to shut down and move everything away and all that. Glad to have you on board. And here we go, everybody. It's looking good. Oh boy, I love this livery. I really, really do. So it's been a while. I don't even know if they've done a flight down in here in India yet on the channel. I mean, I did it before I closed the channel for 4 or 5 months. I deleted all the old videos. Was not in a good mental space. I wasn't even sure I was going to come back, but people kept messaging me and such. And by then, you know, I basically really, you know, I got a chance to get away numerous times. Not having to worry about satisfying a YouTube algorithm. Could go up to friends' cabins, go camping, just went and saw Blue Rodeo in concert, a band I've wanted to see forever. And here we are. Start the clock. I'm not putting all those on. Don't need the taxi lights now.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Well, the flight's fine. It's the landings. Here we go. Toga, everybody's favorite. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Oh, I've got something set wrong in the EFD. That shouldn't have happened.
80 knots.
I'm recording this late at night. I've had like almost little sleep.
V1, rotate.
Oh, that feels so good.
Positive rate.
Seriously.
400.
Well, don't go over that far. Slowly.
1000.
Okay. Trim down. Get some flaps up. Whoa, 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 not that far. Trim down. That was me. Now I don't know where my trim wheel is. So I'm just going to do this. Flaps one. Interesting. No fuel pumps turned on. They'll draw from the fuel pump tank anyway. I believe in real life. Don't quote me on that. But I'll make... It's always done that. I keep always forgetting to mention it. It's like, you know, you can do your entire flight with all the fuel pumps off, right? You go there. And we go outside. Not that you can see very much. It's supposed to be scattered clouds. A lot of this is, oh, let's just call it what it is. It's pollution. It's, you know, it's smog. And let's get the final flaps up. They move so slow now. And let's do a side profile, because we can. Really love, actually, let's just do this. It is just so, now we're up above it all. Now we're in the scattered clouds. This is more than scattered clouds. I don't know what X-Plane does. Their idea of scattered clouds and my idea of scattered clouds is a little much. Inside, yeah, I thought that was... Well, come here. This is a brand new mouse. Why are you acting up like that? Even the real aircrafts go over a little bit, I'm told, from real pilots. So as you can see, we have altitude restrictions. And in all honesty, you wouldn't want to be trying to do a massive climb and make a turn like that. Winds were not ideal for the way we wanted to go out. I would have much sooner went out on runway 25. But the winds weren't conducive for that. Now the winds have changed in Sri Lanka again. They do this constantly. Okay, so what? Now I've got a plan for... What are those winds? Oh, I cannot land with a 10 knot tailwind. No, 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 no. Let's just get you up and off now. Let the cabin crew up. Everything else is good there. Okay, so I'm going to monitor that. We're not going to see anything outside, it seems. What? I can give you a flyby, though. Into the mystic. Never go wrong with a little Van Morrison. My humble opinion.
Sign is still on. Please remain seated. When the captain does turn off the sign, feel free to stand up and stretch your legs at that time.
There you can see the flight plan, where we're going, and then we just head due straight south, down to the island of Sri Lanka. So what I'm going to do is ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and while you're doing that, click show more down in the description there. You'll see where you can get all, well not all, but you can get the Zibo mod, you can get Auto Ortho, Active Sky, Better Pushback, Sim Heaven, they're all down there. And you'll also find a link to my Discord, completely free to join, and how you can help support the channel. We do not do sponsored content. We are viewer driven and viewer funded. You can use PayPal, or you can buy me an xplane.org store gift card. Either way, it all goes back into the channel. You'll also find my computer specs down there as well. I'm gonna bring you back top of descent-ish, a little after it, maybe a little before it. Hopefully it clears up. And I want to thank you for flying along. Clouds, please go away. Just a little mid-flight update. As you can see, when there's no clouds, it's actually really pretty, very diverse, India. I mean, the food, I mean, it goes without saying, let's be honest. If you want to know where we are within India at present time, if you can pronounce them, hey, you get a gold star. I'm not going to butcher them. But so there you can see us where we are. The weather has changed in Sri Lanka, though, for the worse. Winds 240 at 10 knots. We got a ceiling at 1,500 feet. Well, the broken is at 1,500, which is considered the first layer. First layer of broken or overcast is what your ceiling is. So 60, because at that point you will not have consistent clear view of the ground. So therefore, it goes, I wouldn't even call marginal VFR. I don't know what the topography of the island is like. But I guess technically, yeah, you could go at 1,000 feet. You'd have sight of the ground at all times for visual flight rules. But other than that, the aircraft is performing just a peachy keen. By the way, if you ever want to know what version of the Zibo you're flying, just click the question mark. And it's all in there. The aircraft now also supports pause at top of descent. That should make some people happy. We're just a little ways through the flight, as you can see, 24 minutes in. I'll bring you back, like I said, top of descent, something like that, somewhere around there, you know what I mean. I've got to figure out, that shouldn't do like engage for that. I've got to check the tablet now. Glad to have you on board. And here we go, folks, bringing you back a bit earlier than I was going to, but wanted to show you something. I took a screenshot. You gotta love this. People are talking about, asking me, what do you mean it anticipates the top of descent thing? Like that or that. Let me pull this photo over here. Here we go. See this? It decelerates, and I watched it do it. I don't believe this used to be marked on here before, but it used to do it before. But now you can see it. It decells. So it pulls back slowly the throttles before the top of descent, anticipating the drop. That helps prevent overspeeding. In the 777, it does not. And then it scrambles to get back on VDEV. Because it's still going gangbusters at like 93 N1. Up here, 93, 95% N1. Goes over top of descent, and then the nose drops, and it's like, oh my God, oh my God. And then it scrambles. It is so, I don't think people appreciate and understand how realistic this aircraft is now. It is not a toy. If you don't read the manual, like 90% of the FCOM is modeled in this aircraft now, which is the actual Boeing handbook that sits usually over in a shelf over here in the real aircraft. Sometimes it's on this side. It is uncanny. And having that now just makes this so much easier. By the way, this is not a lever of shame. The new Zibo is quite slippery, especially if you have a tailwind. Do not hesitate to use it. It's a very short approach, and it's a very low approach. It's like 1,500 feet, and I've got about 4.5 miles, 5 miles, something like that. So I do not want to get behind in any way, shape, form whatsoever. Looking good. As I said, the weather took a turn for the worse. Thankfully, the winds have not changed again. So I am grateful for that. I can tell you that much. Let me get you... Yeah, there we go. I've spent the last, like, almost 2 days with Nico trying to figure out why my aircraft would not start. And it's like, yeah, I could have, you know, made a video, used a different plane kind of thing, but I have never, in all my years of flying the Zibo, ever had the aircraft not start. And we're going 220 for the runway, isn't it? Yeah. And that's 1,500, I believe. Double check. Let me double check. Because you don't have a lot of room. Yeah, 1,500. Okay. And 220. I had this set to 185 because that's what I was originally flying. And I set everything already. So it's my reminder if all of a sudden something happened. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to be flying, 185. And just that little bit of speed brake. There's not much of it out there. Just a little bit. But it's doing what it needs to. I'm not taking you outside. I found the throttle lock thing. I may as well show it to you if you have the same issue. Nico's way better at this than me. Go into here, into hardware, auto throttle, engage lock throttle. I had it off. You put it on, and then you can dang, I forget what that one does. Is that the one that's going to give me the blue? I think that's the one that gives me the blue. Yeah, I think it is. Well, we'll find out if my throttles all of a sudden don't work. Don't forget to save. Quick save works fine. We're at 1080p because, like I said, it was I ended up fixing it myself, but it took me like 2.5 days, plus picking poor Nico's mind sending him video after video and that, and all the while he's like trying to work and spend time with family and everything else like that. And he's like, actually, this one I need to actually send to Mr. Zibo and explain to him what you just explained to me. And like, we're racking our brains. And how I came to the, like, just, I was ready to pull my hair out. I remember watching a video with Nico. He was at Charles de Gaulle. And all of a sudden, I can't remember if it was his Zibo or his sim just shut down. And the log, he went through the log and there was a mention of VRAM. And he's never had that before. And he's got basically the same card as me. And I'm like, well, it's worth a shot. And I noticed that I had a lot of my stuff up fairly high, and I was recording and 1440p. I changed it to more moderate settings like world objects, and I also, what else did I do? Oh, I lowered my resolution to 1080p. Now we're getting pretty close to a good 60, which is kind of cool. Although, you know, Colombo's not exactly a massively huge city per se. For caution, that's for center fuel tanks. Yeah. I have already got my numbers in and everything else like that. Altimeter has not changed. 142 will be doing flaps 40 and auto brake 3. It's not a short runway, but you know me, I always like land long, and either that or I land like right at the threshold. It's feast or famine with me. And I've been flying sims for like 30 years. But I fly for fun. I don't strive to be, you know, doing everything like a real world pilot. Oh, I shouldn't have taken the, yeah, put you out. I shouldn't have taken that out. What do we have to slow down? 240. I wasn't off profile, I just didn't like coming down that quick.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
I love the immersion in the Zibo. This is why I spent like 2.5 days rocking my brain and Nico's brain and everything. Like, I love the immersion in this aircraft. While I fly all kinds of different aircraft on the channel,
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be coming through to collect all remaining service items. Please assist your flight attendants by bringing all seat backs upright, returning tray tables.
A lot of times I'm flying on that sim, and this is my go-to aircraft.
Must be turned off and stowed. Thank you.
Like, I have no doubts in my mind taking this on Vatsim at any point in time. You know, ATC says something, it's like, you want me to do it? Yeah, sure. And I know this plane will do it. And that's the reason why I was like just fixated on it. It's like, videos can wait. I need my Zibo. Okay, now I've got to try. We're not seeing anything outside, but I did want to put you outside at least a couple of times there. Engines to continuous. And the landing. And we'll get you in a bit. And it's starting to slow down nicely. Oh, those engine sounds are good. That should do it. And let gravity do the rest. She is slippery. Yes, I know you're supposed to do all that. I can't be bothered. I hate aircraft that have these. These are 3-position. That just lowers them because they come down from out underneath the wing, and then that turns them on. It's a pain in the butt. Oh, I got to get rid of this silly thing. In case you're curious what it is, it's the HUD. I can't fly with it. I'll never get used to one of those things. There's been numerous times where, you know, it's like, man, could I use that HUD right now? But it's like, I don't know, dyslexia, partially dyslexic, something. I don't know. It just confuses me when I look through it. In real life, like when I watch Just Flight videos, they fly with this thing on a perfectly clear day. Like they always land with this thing. And some airlines, I believe, mandate it. The pilots must land using the HUD. Yeah, no, like I said, it's not that long for the landing. And it's going to have to slow down. So I do not want it speeding, and I can't catch up, if you know what I mean. I'm also still testing this. Make sure everything's going to, you know, function properly. The patch came out yesterday. I was hoping it would fix my issue, but it didn't. But lowering my resolution and the world objects and tree density kind of stuff did fix it. 23 miles out. Then we got a beeline straight to the runway. Oh, I wish it was nicer out. But it'll be a good test for it to be able to track the localizer and glide slope and everything. So supposed to be 10-knot winds. Interesting. Did a flight earlier. I was flying another part of the world. I was supposed to have 4-knot winds. The winds, I had a crosswind like this of 38 knots. I don't know where X-Enviro was getting that weather from. So I decided to use Active Sky on this one because I'm like, that is totally wrong. And I'm like, okay, it's going to drop when I get to like 1,500 feet. Nope. Actually increased from 34 to 38. And I'm like, where are you getting this from? I even called up the settings, like the weather briefing, and it even said like 6-knot wind. It's like, that's not what you're depicting. Oh, please don't be a tailwind. That's the last thing I need.
2,500.
Confirmed. And she's slowing down.
1,000 to go.
Here goes nothing. Let's just go to the localizer. Localizer capture. There's our airport. I can get a level of flaps in. Start me coming down. Those flaps can go out. Flaps 1 could go out at 250 knots. Not that I'd recommend doing it, but you know, you can. Oh, we're going to go straight to flaps 5. And I'm going to intervene because that flight plan is totally wrong. There we go. Let's give you a hand. That airport's getting too close for my comfort for me. Bringing this stuff in way, oh, David. Oh, I hate that pink diamond. There's my glide slope indicator. Come on, slow down.
Thousand feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
There we go. Cannot see diddly squat. Brace for impact.
300.
There we go. Now they're synced.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimum.
Landing. Hopefully.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on, Rudder. Oh, I know what it is.
80 knots.
It's using nose wheel steering, not... Okay.
We'll be taxiing to the gate.
I got it. Welcome
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely
to
fastened
beautiful
until the aircraft
Colombo
departs the gate.
International
The
Air
captain
by
will
the
fasten
Lanka
seatbelt
International.
sign.
Colombo.
At that time, please check your
And,
seat all your personal belongings
I can't even pronounce that, so
overhead compartment.
come here.
Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you had a pleasant experience, so we look forward to serving you again. Thank you, and have a pleasant afternoon.
Flight director's off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the rudder's not set up right in the EFP. Flight director's off. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Strobe lights off. APU on. That's the speed brakes coming up, not people. Well, it's probably some people screaming. Yeah. So that was the sync throttle thing, and I didn't have them synced. Oh boy, there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to have to fine tune in that tablet. Definitely. But I got us here. Yeah, you see it's using nose wheel steering. That, and you can't steer with the nose wheel. It disengages at like, I think it's 70 knots or so. So until you get basically at where you turn the auto brakes and everything off, you have no control. So I have to turn that off. I could have swore I had it set for, it should be on yaw. Get the flaps up. And we'll just pull over here. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this flight. If you did, do leave us a like, a share, or a comment. It does help the algorithm and us small channels, as we are viewer driven and viewer funded, because we do not accept sponsored content on the channel. Everything. And we're also agenda free. I don't care if you download or buy or use anything I ever show you. I just show it to you, and if you like it, good. If not, no harm done. I'll never tell you, you need to buy this. That is nothing in the 4 years, 3 years, and 3.5 years of this channel. Any subscriber will tell you, long-time subscriber, he has never once said you need to buy this. Never happened. You'll also find a link to my Discord, how you can support the channel via either PayPal, or you can buy me an xplane.org store gift card. It all goes back into the channel either way. And of course, you will find where you can get the Zibo for yourself. And I'm sure you will fly it better than me. And of course, you will also find a link to better push back all the other stuff we use. And my computer specs. Until the next time, folks, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care. God bless.